Hey guys, Button25 here, playing FSX once again. Today, we will be flying a PMDG. I should probably get the thing set up. Click right. Yep. Ding, 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 ding. Wait, what? No, auto. There you go. Got hydraulics now. Now go over to the flight control section here. I'll worry about those later. I forgot the emergency lights. Okay. Let's go. Emergency lights. Armed. If that still counts as armed. Yes, they are. Good. Now. FS actions. Ground connections. Now set. And I should probably tell it to start the engine first, which I'm doing now. Then packs, and then fuel pumps. And now shift P1. Taxi lights on. And also 1, 2 flaps set. You can see we are quite close to that KLM cargo 747, and that China Airlines cargo, and that Cathay Pacific cargo. I think you get the point. Let's get that other engine going. So we've got 2 engines starting simultaneously. Or at least close to simultaneously. I mean, that one I think at this point is on. Yeah, so we're flying to Kathmandu from Kai Tak. And what I'm worried about is, you know, I told this thing that I would be flying from Hong Kong Airport at Cheklap Kok VHHH. Because VHHX, Kai Tak, is not in this. It's not in the PMDG stuff. It's not in a sim brief where I get the flight plans from. I've got fuel, I've got start. Oh, I think it just came on. Right, stop, pushback. So, I'm going to hope that if... Well, it knows it needs to go to Pekan, and it knows its current location, so hopefully we'll just go to Pekan. But we'll see, won't we? I really hope that's just the firefighter training aircraft, and there isn't just, you know, burnt-out aircraft sitting in the back of Kai Tak. Yeah, as I said, we won't be taking off in that direction. I bet you the big annoying checkerboard is still there. Well, in honesty, you won't see Kai Tak for quite a while, so it shouldn't be too big a problem. Where does the runway actually begin? Because, you know, this is Kai Tak. We want to use as much of the runway as possible, because... yeah. Oh yeah, I think with both engines running... Well, seatbelts we don't need to worry about, because, as I said... cargo aircraft. So if the APU is in cooldown, that means it's, you know, in the process of shutting down. So I have no scenery for Kathmandu. Just going to clarify that. And it's an extremely bloody short runway. Oh, that's where the runway begins. So I may as well just turn on here. Good Harvest Air Height Center. Ace bed. Yep. Hit the brakes, actually. Don't worry about why I'm doing this. Oh yeah, flight control. I need to set to trim. So why did we not slow down quicker? Right, flight control, please. So 6.5. I'm setting the trim now. Is it 6.25? 6.25. Nope, back. Why are we moving? Right, taxi lights off, strobe lights on, runway turn off. Ding, ding, ding. Right, so we're just... Yeah, this is apparently a dead taxiway. So whoops, I guess, but... We're going to go from here. As you can see, the Kaita kind of the threshold is located a bit further. Because I think if you were told to land... If a pilot was told to land there, they would land there. Which may not be a good thing. Oh yeah, before I take off... No, lined up pretty well, so parking brake set. Alright, you ready? Let me show you what I plan. Flight director. Well, also, we can zoom out quite a bit. Flight director on, flight director. On. LNAV. Oh, right. Both FDs remained off for some reason, right? LNAV. VNAV. I said VNAV. Yeah? Why not? Right, FMC message, and that message would be... Why? Departure? No. Index? VHHH departure. Screw it, I'm just gonna set 2-5 left. Execute. Doesn't really matter to me, right? So what does it say for the next marker though? So Pecan, yeah, sure. Index. No. Route. Route. Takeoff. Screw it, you know, I know these aren't the actual figures, but screw it. We have V-speeds, yes? Yes, great. In that case, I'm going to make sure that thing realizes that it has to maintain 2. Right. Let's get her going. Takeoff roll. GE90's spooling up there. Where is the actual checkerboard? I think it's hiding behind the shitty checkerboard. Right, I should probably focus on us staying on the bloody runway. Maybe, you know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. What is our speed? Just tell me my speed. I said tell me my speed. Couldn't we... Yeah, well, we don't really have a choice. Positive rate. Gear up. Autopilot on. Right, so are you going to turn towards Pecan? And once again... Why isn't it turning towards Pecan? Yeah, speed 240. The gear is up though, yeah? Yeah. And now it's decided to... Alright, it seems it has decided to do a bit of porpoising. Yeah, because we've taken off oil. I'll see if this thing is actually doing what it's supposed to do. If not, I'll take remote control. I'll see you guys once we get our approach to Kathmandu. See you then. Okay, guys, we're approaching 10,000 feet near Kathmandu. I think 230. Would it make more sense for the aircraft to lose more speed the lower it gets? Because there's more air resistance. Yeah. Well, our final altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. Just due to the fact that Kathmandu is at 4,400, so I'm being a bit on the cautious side considering, you know, mountains. That's my explanation as to why I'm being cautious, is mountains. Because as several aircraft have found out, airplanes and mountains do not mix. Where is Kathmandu? Well, let's just go into top-down view for a moment here. And zoom, yeah, you can see that's the Himalayas there. Please tell me I don't have to fly across those. That's where those are. That diversion just suddenly became a lot larger. What I'm nervous about is, will we have enough altitude at 6,000 feet to be able to clear those mountains? You know, if required, I mean, granted I can go up. Right, retract sat flaps 1. Yeah, I think we'll go back to 20 knots now. 220. Why is this thing turning this viciously? I don't see a point. Let's get back to normal. External spot view. Why is this? This thing looks like it's about to perform a U-turn. Yeah, this should definitely be in the dangerous airports tour as well. Right, what is this? Is it getting... Yeah, I think it's going direct to... or however the heck you pronounce it. Why are we... We almost oversped. Bring it back to 200, just take no chance at this point. Right, look over here. I see very little hope of us clearing those mountains. So I say we'll bring it up to 800 knots. 800 knots, 8,000 feet, sorry. No, I got knots from at all, or 800. 800 I missed 1 0. I missed a 0. Right, so let's just climb out a bit. In this case, I am just going to bring this up to 240, not 250. That's pushing it thin. I still don't trust the aircraft that much. Yep, that is toga levels of thrust there. Toga equals takeoff, go around, for those of you who aren't that familiar with aviation terminology. Yeah, there's a CRJ. Yeah, that's quite a distance away. I zoom out. Yeah, so I'm going to climb back up to 8,000. Right, I think we can set the speed to 220 and it won't cause us any problems. Hopefully. You know, once we reach that altitude, it's safe to decelerate further. However, it's paramount for us to be able to be at an altitude to clear those mountains. It seems there is kind of a bit of a narrow gap there. However, that's not how we're approaching. The way we're approaching is like so. But then I just flew into Lukla yesterday. I think it's located there because that's a mountain with kind of more texture-y. With more texture bits. Yeah, let's see if we can spot that from here. No? well, those mountains are just decided to quit their jobs and decided to become waves. Should we go up an extra 1,000? I think we should. I said vertical speed / flight path angle. I really hope this thing reacts quickly enough so that we don't lose speed extremely quickly like we did last time. I'm probably going to be clear of most of those mountains, but I'm really not willing to take the chance. And this is going to be a difficult approach, because the runway itself is quite short. Okay, that was a sudden jolt of speed. I'm leaving those flaps out at this point, but I am still extremely nervous. I mean, if required, I can and will proceed to take manual control and pull the hell up and get out of there. Pull up and set toga. Think about it, we're only 4,000 feet above the airport. Well, no, 5,600 above the airport. Wait, we're 9,000 the airport. No, we're 4,600 above the airport, roughly. Saying off because I don't remember the exact thing. Right, slow down to 210 knots. Flaps 5. Now you can see the flaps going down there. See the flaperons in the middle, right about. Nope, I can't move this around. There. Those are the flaperons because. You see, I took manual control over from the autopilot for a moment. They are both flaps and ailerons, so let's bring it back yet another notch, so to speak. Not 203 and 200. Well, we're beginning our turn. I'm not going to begin descending until we're clear of those mountains, which is definitely going to make this an interesting approach. This is probably going to be an approach where I'm pulling my own hair out. Certainly saves money on hairdressers. Go back to 190. I think we are going to get into approach preparations here. There we go. Actually go right back to 180. 180. Flaps 15. There you go, you can see them extending even further now. Yeah, now I'm hoping that is where we go through. I'm hoping that is where we're going to have to get through, and I'm really hoping that I'm right, because I'm not sure otherwise we'll be able to do this successfully. You know, let's go back to 16. Well, let's go to 150 and see how that works out. Let's go straight to full flaps now. F8. And you'll be able to see the flaps start going out now. That pulled up because we're leveling out the aircraft. Or, you know, the autopilot is. I'm actually curious here, watch. Let me just show you something. Yeah, configure gear, yes. Camera. There's a camera button here, I know this. Give me a moment here, let me just show you. Gear, door. Nav control. Gear. Is it located somewhere else then? Is it located in front of me? Because there is a way to set this to a camera. Like, is that just flight control? Gear. Door. Check fuel. I could have sworn there was a camera feature. Oh, we're not stalling. Right, configure the gear. Gear down. I actually think we're pulling it a bit thin. Just for the moment, we're going to go up to 170 knots. Or, no, we're just going to go up to 160. For now. Configure gear. What do you mean Alright, it hasn't locked in place yet. Yeah, I'm still not going to begin my descent yet, though. Actually, I think we may be able to safely lose 1,000 feet, maybe. And pop the spoilers here. And if I feel like it's not safe, we'll abort the descent. Actually, I think I'm just going to retract the spoilers just for fear of things going wrong. I have a feeling this tour is meant to test your patience, you know, because almost straight after you land at Kai Tak, you have to fly on to Kathmandu. And I was aware that this is going to be a challenging approach. It's very difficult not to be aware of it. Yeah, I think we should be fine, but... yeah, let's go to automatic here. Vertical speed up. Okay, not quite that much, comrade. I think that should be enough. Actually, no, it's not necessary. I now see where we're heading. I think we can drop down to 8,000 and descend. I'll make the required adjustments as is necessary, but you can see we are going to be clipping the wings, so to speak. We won't actually be, hitting the mountain. Right. Yeah, this altitude, no, we shouldn't. But I am more than ready to, if required, pull the hell up to clear those mountains. Am I the only one who gets the feeling this airport wasn't really designed with 777s in mind, yet those are the only aircraft you can fly in with DLH Virtual in this tour? I think you can't fly in here otherwise. Yeah, I think with this flight we're going to be halfway through the tour. So we've basically we either almost have gotten the Asian part of the Asian African Cargo Challenge done, or we have the Asian part. Or we almost have the Asian part. I'm not sure if there's still going to be a stopover before we head over to Africa. I think the way we head over is we head down to South Africa and then head up. I'm not sure though. Right, let's just take us down a peg, or 1,000 feet in this case. Down, yes. I'm deliberately descending as slowly as I can. Or in this case, that's negative 500 FPM. Because I'm still not sure how close we are to those mountains, and it's extremely unnerving, to say the least. I mean, look how close we are. Can I hit terrain here? Yeah, that's better, because that kind of gives me a warning as kind of like, yeah, you're about to crash, you know. You know what, mate, I'm going to level off here. Pull the nose up, we're leveling out. Because I might be able to descend further, but those mountains are making it a bit too close for comfort. The thing is, after that, we need to drop way too quickly. Right, we're less than 20 nautical miles out. Yeah. Are we still descending? No, I'm actually going to go up slowly to get this thing to raise the nose a bit. I'm not quite certain. Oh no, never mind, we'll be fine. It's like kind of the closer we get, the more clearer it is. Yeah, that's not something you really want to be seeing out of your window. Right, down, level out here. I'm actually going to bring this down to back to 6,000. Oh, actually fairly close to the nominal approach altitude that I had kind of planned. Then again, I'm just going to hide menu bar here. I thought that would take a squeeze. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Hopefully it did. But just to be safe, I'm going to take one using Bandicam here. We're not going to hit the ground, are we? Right, that's far too close. Raise the nose. Raise the nose. Crap. Right, that one was a bit too close for comfort, shall we say. Oh. Yeah, we nearly made contact with the ground there. Yeah, mate, you should probably drop the nose. I have autopilot. Why did the autopilot go off? Actually, screw it. Autopilot. Disengage. My aircraft. Horrible idea, I know. I'm probably descending a lot quicker than I really should be. However, I really don't have much of a choice. I mean, we nearly clipped that mountain. One of my biggest concerns at the moment is that I'll hit the ground moving with a while descending too quickly and have to find a manual power up. It's not something I can't do, it's something I've done before. But it's still a bit of a pain. Yeah, we're passing 6,000 and I'm reducing my rate of descent, which is something I really shouldn't be doing. Yep, we just passed through 6,000. And we're still above glide slope. That fact makes me nervous. Also, does auto throttle disengage when you hit the ground? Right, there we go. Spoilers in. Yeah, I know the autopilot's disconnected. I disconnected it. Auto throttle off. Yes, I know the auto throttle is off. We're coming in far too quickly here. We're coming in far too high. Well, not far too high, but I'm almost willing to say that approach was more challenging than Kai Tak. Well, not more challenging, it was more stressing. Because in Kai Tak, you have a very good idea as to what. Well, you're extremely prepared, because any aviation enthusiast or fan or whatever you want to call them has heard of and seen videos of Kai Tak, so it's easily recognizable. What I'm really worried about is planting this. Brakes, spoilers, reverse. Reverse. Now focus on keeping her on the runway. Good, now stow reversers. Also, I will note we have to take off from here as well. Oh! There's no airport building. Lovely. Now, right, let's turn. Landing lights off, I said. Ding, ding, ding. Taxi on, strobe off. Yeah, that was an interesting approach, I'll tell you that. I'm now realizing we need to go out that way. See, now I know why there's no real There's no real big booming international transportation into Kathmandu because of that approach. I mean, I can't even turn this aircraft properly onto the taxiway. I have a feeling they don't even have proper cargo facilities. Oh yes, something I forgot to do. I probably shouldn't. But I've started it now, is the Auxiliary Power Unit, or APU. And you can see the little... I'm going to presume that's to kind of get air into the APU. Come on, just turn properly. Please. Yeah, I'm just going to turn here and just park. Oh boy. Another thing, that's quite a short runway, so I think I might go for a flaps 15 takeoff, even though if it's not completely necessary. It's, you know, I'm just not willing to take the risk at the moment. And also, we're actually going to open the cargo doors, because that's something I've never done on video here. Set parking brakes, good. Look down at this, return, doors, main deck cargo. Oh yeah, also, cut, shut it down. I was worried the game crashed there for a moment. Anyway, you can see the main door opening. We parked at a very lopsided angle, but I mean the wheels still rotated. So yes, that was a flight from Kai Tak to Kathmandu in a Boeing 777-200F of Lufthansa Cargo. I'm Boston 25. Goodbye.